Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're in the shop this morning and I've got a bad U-joint on my front drive shaft. So we're gonna get in there and change that and talk about U-joints a little bit. Stick around. So how do I know that my U-joint is bad and in the front specifically? Well, on this GX, let me show you. So for one thing, my transfer case shifter, it'll start vibrating really bad, especially under load. And then when you let off the gas, it'll go back to being still. The other thing is you can feel like a binding in your drivetrain whenever you're getting on it and the vehicle's under load. This is a U-joint or a universal joint. Now, what it does is, you can see right here, this is part of my drive shaft. When your drive shaft is spinning and your suspension either compresses or decompresses, what it does is it allows your drive shaft to continue spinning, and this is sort of the pivot point that allows it to continue spinning at different angles. Let's get in here and swap this thing out. First thing we got to do is get in here and pull the skid plates off so we can even get to the front drive shaft. Skid plates are off. Okay, now got a wheel chocked because we're going to go in here and get this camera straight, shift everything into neutral, transmission into neutral, and transfer case into neutral, so that I can spin the drive shaft freely so I can get the bolts out of it. And we're going to jack up the front end so that the wheels will spin freely as well. Free spinning. Okay, now that we're under here, drive shaft spins freely, and I don't know if you can hear that little clicking, but there's just a little bit too much play in that. But anyways, while we're under here, I'll show you how this works. Power goes from the engine through the transmission back to the transfer case, which then goes through the drive shaft and up to that front differential, through the CV axles to the tire. So we're gonna get this pulled out of here and get these swapped out. So to get these unbolted, I'm gonna put a wrench on the back side and impact on the front side. These are both 14s. And we're just going to break these loose. Okay. And we're just going to do that on all 4 of these and then go to the back and do all 4 of those. Got the front one unattached. Now the rear one is a little different. So I have this heat shield here in the way to protect the U-joints from the exhaust. So we're gonna have to get up in here and get the right angle to get these out. These bolts in the transfer case side of this drive shaft have become a real pain in the butt. The impact won't get them off, breaker bar won't get them off. So we're going to try something a little different. Use fire. Okay, she's good and hot now. Let's see if we can get her to come off. Still nothing. Well, the fire didn't work either, so now we're just going to cut them off. This is probably what I should have done to start with. Well, it's a new day. I ended up having to cut the studs off the transfer case side to get the drive shaft out, but there it is. It is finally out, and now we're going to show you how to change some U-joints. Drive shaft is out, and you can see how loose this U-joint is. So I think we have found our culprit for all the driveline binding and vibration and whatnot. So now we're going to get on to how to change this out. You can get a socket. It's an 18, and we're going to take a hammer and knock this loose. So what we're trying to do is push this side in so that we can get to, there's a little metal clip back here that actually holds, probably won't be able to see it through all the dirt, but there's actually a little metal C-clip back here that holds these together. So I'll try to get that out. Okay, get this cleaned up a little bit. What you're gonna do is get 2 flathead screwdrivers to push drive shaft, knocked it off. All right, take 2. So as I was saying, you're going to get 2 flatheads, and you're actually going to get in here and push this C-clip off. If I can do it. Those pushed up, now we're just going to get underneath this little C-clip. Try to pull it out of here. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. Right in the face. Okay, with one side out, now we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. This one should be a little easier to get that C-clip out because I have quite a bit more room. Same thing. Gonna push that down with these 2 flatheads. Okay, second C-clip out. Now we're going to turn this around and actually knock this out all the way. Now that the C-clips are out. Okay, all the C-clips out. Only one of them hit me in the face. So now we are going to get these caps off. Oh, that one came off. So that cap off, just fell out. Then you get this other cap off. Both caps are off. U-joint just slides out. And a bunch of needle bearings stuck in there. Okay, and it comes out like that. And now I've got to beat this other cap that's stuck in there out of it. And we will get this cleaned up and reinstalled. All right, now we're going to clean out these yokes. Try to get them not so greased up and dirty. And so we've got these pretty well cleaned out. What we're going to do now is pull the caps off, get rid of that bad cap. You're going to be careful with these because there's needle bearings held in there with grease, so you don't want to mess those up. I'm going to pull these off, and we are going to put them in here and slide ever so carefully the caps back on these. Make sure they line up. Get it in there. Then the other cap from the other side. Trying to get those to line up. Okay, those are pretty good. And then we're going to beat it on there with a hammer. Okay, these are back in. So we got one side beat in just far enough so we can get that C-clip back in that groove. So, put that C-clip in there, get it started, and kind of knock that back into place with a hammer. So, that's seated back in there. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So, we have the new clips pushed in, new U-joint put in, and now we're going to put it back into the drive shaft. I'm going to line these caps up, not mess up those needle bearings. Okay, there's one side. This other side put in. Okay, got free movement there. And we're going to go ahead and hammer these back into place so that we can get the C-clip retainers back in those. Okay. One C-clip going in. Okay. And then now we're going to go ahead and hammer this other side down some more. Okay. Now we can get that into that little channel. And there you have it, all put back together. Now we're going to kind of clean these splines out on this drive shaft. Best we can. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a little grease on this. And go ahead and spread that around. Now we're going to go ahead and slide these back together. Trying to get all that grease moved around in there. There we go. Drive shaft is back together. So, reinstalling. I forgot to say it is important to mark these so that they will go back in the way they came out, because I do believe these drive shafts are balanced. Not 100% on that. I forgot to film an exit, so here's some B-roll from Ophir Pass in Colorado earlier this year. Anyways, the Lexus drives nice and smooth, the vibration's gone, and thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, thanks guys, bye.